Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're giving you our 10 predictions for the PSVR 2.
You do understand I want what's best for you.
The successor to the PlayStation VR is almost upon us, and while we've learned more about the specs over the last year, there are still plenty of things we don't know about. How will it fit into the PlayStation ecosystem as we migrate into the era of the PlayStation 5? What games await us that will get more and more folks into VR? Will Half-Life Alyx come to the platform? We're willing to bet on a handful of hypothetical games to expect from PlayStation Studios and how this new headset will fit into the brand.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
God of War VR.
Excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
In January 2022, Sony revealed the first game for PlayStation VR 2, a spin-off of the Horizon franchise titled Call of the Mountain. Given that both Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok are slated for 2022 releases, we have a hunch that Sony has a VR spin-off in the pipeline for Kratos as well.
I don't want to fight anyone. I just want answers.
One may refute by saying Firesprite already has too many projects going on right now, between Star Citizen's expansion and now this new Horizon title, but with a staff of more than 260, which is more than most of the PlayStation Studios family, they gotta be working on at least 2 more projects. Besides, Horizon and God of War hold massive weight in Sony's portfolio. If they really want to move forward with their transmedia approach and expand beyond games, then the Ghost of Sparta is ripe for VR material. Besides, don't we all want a chance to throw the Leviathan axe with our own hands? Lord knows I do.
Indeed.
A Ratchet & Clank VR spin-off?
Don't you think it's weird to throw a celebration for us? I mean, we haven't done anything heroic in years.
The Lombax and Warbot are most likely going to get a VR spin-off too. Well, even if it's not instant, then it will in the near future. Rift Apart may have come out recently, but between the massive size of Insomniac Games and the aforementioned Firesprite, it's possible we'll see Ratchet & Clank on PlayStation VR 2 at launch.
What's with all the neon?
This is the part where you lose.
Between Ratchet's explosive arsenal and Clank's use of gadget bots, Insomniac and Firesprite could create a fairly unique spin for the franchise. Or perhaps the player takes on a more passive role and borrows cues from the likes of Astrobot Rescue Mission by making the player look around corners for secrets and platforming challenges. Least they could do is place the user in a Gadgetron factory and let them test out the manufacturer's latest weapons. See? There are tons of possibilities even in the world of Ratchet & Clank. Another Marvel exclusive.
Friday, tell me I didn't just imagine that.
Negative, sir. Sir, incoming!
A little late, don't you think?
In July 2020, PlayStation VR users got to experience Iron Man VR, another Sony exclusive that brought about a new experience. Was it the best? That is debatable, but it was still a unique showing. Right now, Sony is very much in bed with Marvel, and it shows in Insomniac's Spider-Man games and the upcoming Wolverine project from who else but Insomniac. It's safe to assume that another Marvel title is in development, and it's most likely for PlayStation VR 2.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Fisk?
Only question is whether it's a sequel to Iron Man VR, or if it will focus on another superhero. How about a game where Doctor Strange teaches us how to use magic? Or maybe an X-Men adventure that takes place at the X-Mansion and sets forth the events of Insomniac's Wolverine game. Personally though, I would totally go for a Ghost Rider VR, or how about a Thanos simulator where you can just snap things in and out of existence.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
Whoop, gotta go.
The return of Supermassive. In 2015, Sony missed a golden opportunity to expand on a very, very interesting and terrifying franchise, Supermassive Games Until Dawn. With its campy dialogue and intriguing plot, it quickly became one of the best games to own on PlayStation 4, and its success would spawn 2 VR titles. Until Dawn: Rush of Blood, and the prequel spin-off The Impatient. Even though Supermassive has been toiling away at the Dark Pictures anthology, with Bandai Namco as its publisher, we have a hunch that Sony has hired the studio to develop another game set in the Until Dawn franchise.
You do understand I want what's best for you.
Whether it's a sequel to Rush of Blood or an entirely different story altogether, we're hoping Supermassive gives us another thrilling horror experience for PSVR 2.
Sit back, relax.
Naughty Dog, The Busy Bee.
Paradise awaits. To those who prove false, behold your grim fate.
Come on. We got a treasure to find.
In January 2022, Naughty Dog had stated that the studio has been working on multiple projects. Indeed, Naughty Dog is working on a couple of things we already know about, such as the remake of The Last of Us, a multiplayer game based on The Last of Us multiplayer mode, Factions, and a rumored director's cut of The Last of Us Part 2. That being said, if you're not sick of Joel and Ellie yet, then there's more for you in store. And given that 2023 will mark the 10-year anniversary of the acclaimed franchise, you can almost guarantee a Last of Us VR game is in the works.
Whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to say...
The guns. You want to tell us where the guns are?
Although, if PSVR 2 was to launch by the end of 2022, we could see an Uncharted VR game release instead, alongside the hardware to celebrate Uncharted's 15th anniversary. It could really go either way, but Naughty Dog is definitely doing something VR related. It's almost a guarantee. Blood and Truth 2.
Look who it is!
Take it from me, as somebody who was all about PlayStation VR, of all the games you could own on the original PlayStation VR, Blood and Truth was practically a requirement. Developed by Sony London Studio, Blood and Truth took players on a wild rescue mission against a notorious crime lord. Basically, you lived your own action movie and it was freaking awesome. Like, just talking about it makes me want to go and boot it up again. The only downside was that the porch screen door quality of the visuals inside of the headset kind of saturated the spectacle. With PSVR 2, Sony London could very well make a bigger spectacle and blow everything out of the water once again. Besides, this was their latest game and it launched in 2019. You mean to tell me that they haven't been doing squat for the past 3 years? No, they're certainly making a sequel. And before that, we had PlayStation VR Worlds, which was also awesome in 2016, and SingStar Celebration on PS4 in 2017. So, they've been busy with something. A Hefty Tag. Sure, we all got super excited while reading about the specs of the PSVR 2, but with that excitement came a rather serious question. How much is this going to cost? Sony is certainly talking up a storm about all these neat improvements, like 4K resolution, higher frame rates, and controllers that match the power of the DualSense. This cannot be as cheap as PlayStation VR was, right?
Don't move.
Considering this will most likely require a PS5 to use, we can't imagine the cost being higher than the console. However, we can see it going for the same price as the digital version of the PS5, which is $400 USD. If not, right in between that and the disc version, which is $500 USD. But don't expect a price as low as the original PSVR, not with these specs. No, you're not paying $300 for this kind of quality here. That's almost generous.
Who are you?
Someone with a lot of questions.
New ways of marketing.
Everything in here. Why the map?
This path Ferdinand Magellan took to sail around the world.
Sony has a notorious reputation for abandoning products that don't catch on almost immediately. RIP PS Vita. It's different with the PSVR though. Even if first-party titles were not frequent, Sony did plenty of marketing for the headset through special sales, sharing numbers, and the like. But with the interest in transmedia, we have a feeling Sony plans to use the PSVR 2 in other ways besides, brand new video games.
I want them back.
Doesn't work like that, Tess.
The hell it doesn't.
The conglomerate seems to be making an aggressive push towards TV and movie adaptations of its IP. What if Sony started uploading demos or interactive trailers to cross-promote their upcoming products? Several movie and gaming studios did similar things like this throughout the PSVR's life cycle. We have a feeling you're gonna see a lot more of those in the future, too. Yeah, remember that Spider-Man VR tech demo? Yeah, that one was, it was okay.
Inside job?
Maybe. I'll figure it out later.
Subscription integration.
PlayStation Plus takes the PlayStation 4 to a whole new level, so you and your friends can experience more together.
Ever since learning about Project Spartacus, the fate of PS Plus seems to be hanging by a thread. Free game offers have become more contentious in value, and the PS4 will eventually be phased out. Problem also is that there aren't many PS5 games available that aren't already available on PS4. So, how exactly do you entice folks to invest in your new hardware besides the potential for tiers of older games tied to bigger bundles? Well, tie it into a subscription service and offer those quote-unquote free games. Whether the subscription lets you access every PSVR title or lets you redeem only one game per month, you can expect PSVR 2 will have a role in PlayStation Plus's future or its death. You know, whatever Project Spartacus turns out to be. PSVR 2 definitely has a hand in it. Release date. As with every product, the main thing everyone wants to know is how soon will we be able to get our hands on the PSVR 2? Surely with the announcement of its first game, Horizon Call of the Mountain, it has to be later in 2022, right? Especially with rumors that Sony may be already ready to manufacture this thing. We beg to differ.
And so today, we'd like to tell you that we're creating a unique new Horizon experience. One that has been built from the ground up for PlayStation's next-gen VR hardware.
Sony has been one of many tech companies to fall victim to the ongoing chip shortages, which has most likely slowed down development of the headset. 2022 is already a stacked year for Sony as well, as we're about to go full swing into the PS5's life cycle, and PlayStation Production starts rolling out the transmedia strategy with HBO's The Last of Us, the Uncharted movie, and the Twisted Metal TV show. There's simply too much to get through this year, which leads us to believe you will not see PSVR 2 until early 2023.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, there's more where that came from.